Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to CBSI Friday FOC with East Meets West. Uh,
Mm.
it's been a while, right? It's been a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been 2 weeks. Terrificon was last week.
Yeah, I
So
was terrific on, by the way.
yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I don't know. I'm just so used to it. You know,
Uh,
Look, me saying all right does not mean it wasn't good. It's just um I'm used to it, and I don't want to say I'm jaded by it, but like I guess when you see behind the curtain, it's not as special. When you're actually working at the show, when you have access to everything, it's not like,
yeah, I was about to say you lugging all those boxes back and forth for Richie
sucks.
is not
Sucks.
fun.
Yeah, on Thursday, load up day, it was or load in day, it was fucking setup day. I mean, it was hot as balls. Now, luckily on Sunday, it cooled down to like 70 degrees, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Did good over there. Richie did good.
Yeah, did really good actually. I think he probably did better than most because I know a good amount of guys that didn't do well, and I know
Wow.
an even smaller amount that said they'd probably never go back.
Wow.
And sometimes you got to do some self reflection, I would say, and look at your prices because
Okay. There you
Richie
go.
did so well because Richie did what I told him to do a million times, and probably what other people have told him, which is this ain't fucking COVID anymore. You have to lower your prices to GPA or lower, especially at a show. And if you do, you will score. There is only a very few amount of vendors that can get away with overpricing their books. It's very few.
People gotta understand. I know it's business, but you gotta make your shit move. So
Yeah.
if you bought this book for like $1, all right. Later on, it's a hot book. It's $100. Like, don't sell it for 100, man. You bought it for $1. You know what I mean? You could make it. You could sell it from between $1 to $100. But greedy motherfuckers gonna sell it for
Well,
$100.
the other thing is too is like, look, I'm fully aware that there are certain books where if you bought them high and you were looking to try to sell them, that you're not going to sell them low. For instance, something to the effect of a very low issue ASM or FF, something that can and probably will bounce back. But when you have something like, for instance, First Echo that maybe you bought at fucking $500, okay, and saw it go to 1,000 at one point, and now you're gonna be lucky if you get. I'm talking in a 9.8. I don't know what the price of that book is. Let's say $250, $300, okay, but you don't want to move it because you don't want to take a loss at $350. Well, then you're or $300. You're kind of stupid because that book is only going down. That book is never going up again. I'm sorry, it's just not any time in the near future anyway. Maybe 30 years down the line, maybe.
I mean, only time I see it spiking is when that movie. I mean, when the show is about to come out.
But
That's it, though.
that kind of hype for the most part is already over. Most people aren't falling for that kind of shit again. And all you're going to do is watch that book go even lower. So it's better to take a loss than to take a super loss. You have to know the market trends, how books trend, how books, have possibly already trended and it's over, no matter if they have a show, movie coming up or not.
Yeah.
The only books that will always retain their value and go up steadily, maybe take a little hit, but always end up trending up, is always going to be older books, bar none.
Older books or newer books, kind of like UF4.
But those are very, very few and far between.
Yeah, definitely.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
major blue chip books. These
Yeah.
little fucking, books that even they turn into shows and people, oh well, you never know, I'll come around again and blah blah. No, it ain't coming fucking around again. It ain't.
I mean, you're right, man. It's like I said before. You just got to know when to just pull the trigger on it. I mean, if you're gonna take a hit, it's how big of a hit you want to take. You know what I mean? I don't mind a $30 hit if I'm missing. It's better than $100 shit. So fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, you can't win on everything.
Yeah,
And it's kind of funny. Like At the show, do you know how many comic books I bought at Terrificon?
I'm
Last year I got, I want to say two, and or maybe no one, and it was off my brother. This year,
I didn't go with you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, because the year before you went in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This year,
zero. Wow.
None.
Proud
Nothing.
of you.
You know how much I spent at the show?
Zero.
No, not zero.
What? You bought magic cards or some shit?
Yeah. I bought magic cards. $250 maybe.
Worth of cards.
Yeah. Yep.
Not your proudest moment, huh?
No, I was very proud. And there was actually other things that I actually ended up walking away from because I'm like, you know what, I don't need that.
Do you see my man Post Malone buy that?
Yeah.
He got that rare card for like millions.
The one ring. Everyone knew he was going to end up getting it.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, because he's a big Magic player. Everyone knew he was going to get it. But I've got so much. I'm so down the card hole right now. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. I probably shouldn't even say this, but on Southern Hobby right now for pre-orders for upcoming cards, do you know how much in terms of dollars I have on pre-order? Take a guess. I want you to take a guess at on pre-order how much total dollar value I have on pre-order with cards.
I mean, obviously it's gonna be more than 100. Obviously, I'm gonna say two.
Because $2,000?
No, two. Wow, grand.
Is that what you said?
No, two. I was gonna say 200. I mean 100.
200. 300? Yeah. Try 11,000.
What?
Oh yeah. Dude, I'll show you after the show. I'm not even fucking kidding a little bit.
Yo, what the fuck? You gonna open up your old Magics the Gathering store? What the fuck is the old cards?
It ain't just Magic.
Oh, okay, all right. So you don't want to talk about that? I got you.
Dude, there's a new game called Sorcery that is just blown up, dude. Hang on.
11,000, yo. What the fuck? Yeah, this.
Oh shit.
It's crazy.
Dude,
crazy.
These alpha boxes, which just came out like a little over a month ago, right?
Hold on, let me highlight you, bro, because it's like I want to see the what 11,000 gets you. All right.
Okay.
Some of this.
This is $1,000 per box right now.
What?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you bought it for resale though.
No, I didn't. I missed it because you could only get these through Kickstarter, right? So I got them when they were like a little bit under 700.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Also, I bought I'm going to say the first full, not just set, first full play set ever listed. Now it's not going to show because it was on eBay and I went around it. I paid $5,000 for that.
What?
Yeah. For a full play set, not a set, a full play set of all 403 non-foil cards. Dude, I don't know how they're getting away with copying as much as they do from Magic, but it is just like old school Magic. Even the card shape is the old alpha card shape.
Yo,
all hand-drawn art. Dude, I am so far down that you wanted to. We were off camera before. You think you're down a hole on fucking Batman statues, son? You don't even know what a hole is, man. I'm in the fucking abyss.
I'm in a hole, but I'm in the same hole. How about that? Yeah. I'm safe. Yeah.
You ever seen the True Hollywood Stories with Charlie Murphy? I don't know if you've ever seen the ones that they didn't put on TV, where he talks about how Rick James loves to go to the abyss, and as a matter of fact, he dwells in the abyss, and he's always looking for company.
Yeah,
Josh is his company in the abyss.
Damn, son! Wow. I mean, have you unboxed anything?
I will never open that because I was only fortunate enough to get 2 boxes. They only made 29,000 in the Kickstarter, and the only way to get that was to back it on Kickstarter. I was late to the party. You could not order that through distribution.
My question rather is the $11,000 that you spent in Terrificon. Did you open anything? Did you enjoy?
No, I didn't spend $11,000 at Terrificon.
Oh, you did?
No, I have $11,000 on pre-order.
Oh, pre-order, right.
in cards.
My bad, yo. I'm sorry. I got this in mixed up. But damn, still, regardless.
Dude, I look at that and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, you did it to yourself, bro. You did it to yourself. But anyway.
But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, freaking it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I believe in sorcery. You got Lorcana coming up too, so.
All right. Well, so yeah, man. What we got here? What is this for?
This is for Sunday, August. I can't believe it's already August, man.
Know, right?
Summer's almost over. August 6th for DC Independence ordered through Lunar, and Monday the 7th through for Marvel and Independence ordered through Diamond and Penguin Random House as well. And make sure you go over to CBSI comicbookinvest.com. I did see Ben as usual at Terrificon. He came over, bought some books from Richie.
Okay, Mr. Mellow Fellow. Okay.
Yeah, bought 2 big books. Yep. He actually gave Richie a compliment. He's like, wow. He's like, you guys are the only booth that is at GPA or less. So.
Okay, that's saying because you got some big dogs that were selling there or going to sell there. Okay.
Dude, let me tell you, at least in this area, like I was saying before, there's only, in my mind, 2 people that can get, or two vendors that can get away with charging more. And it's for complete different reasons, I think. One is Very Gary. That's just because of how popular he is. And people, and this is not a knock on Gary, people will just overpay to say they got a book from Gary. Yeah. The other one is Superworld. Superworld, whether you like him or you don't, I've bought I have bought myself quite a few books from them, even when I don't want to. And so is my brother, and so is other people that I know. And they'll all tell you the same thing. You always overpay, but you're never disappointed. Every book that I've ever gotten from them that I expected it come back this grade, comes back this grade or higher. Every single time, bar none.
What's that other shit that's is it Metropolis? I think it is.
Yeah, but I don't count them. I'm talking about small.
All right, I got you.
Small to medium-sized vendors. I'm not talking about, the Metropolis or Lone Star or shit like that. No.
Yeah, don't
and then there is one place for sure that thinks they can charge a lot and are fucking idiots. And if you ever buy a book from them, Joker, give me the one.
All right, hold on. I got you, man. I got you. Boom.
I'm about to offend some people, but I don't give a shit. If you ever buy a book from Mile High Comics, you are a moron.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? The dude seems like a cool dude, like the owner. But the prices in there,
no,
ridiculous.
No,
I think they're priced for not to
sell. No. Give me the one.
All right, give me to the one, man.
You, Chuck Rosansky. Fuck you.
Okay. All right, there you go.
I don't care if he is nice. Then, because you know what the thing is, you'll kind of hear the story like, well, he's got the prices on him so that high because it's like a museum. And look, I understand to a certain extent of having a book here or there where you put some ridiculous price on it because you don't really want to sell it, but God forbid if someone offers you some crazy amount of money, you'll do it. I understand that perfectly fine. But it's literally every fucking book. I mean, so much so where they'll take, Mike, not that we need to explain this, but like, you're talking about, like a Batman New 52 sketch cover we'll use as an example, right? Like one of the ones that isn't really a key, like number 7 or whatever. Now, it's rare. They're not that easy to find, but they're not hard either. And a 9.8 commands maybe like $200-$300, maybe on a high side $400. For a raw copy of that, beat the fucking shit, they'll be like $600.
Yeah. Yeah, well, not to play devil's advocate. Well, it's not really devil's advocate when you defend them. Not to say, on eBay, I bought some things from Mile High, and there were decent prices. They were set at certain prices there, and there were minor key books. I'm not talking about. I haven't checked out, the big key books. So I don't know if it's more like a in-person thing, because every time people tell me they went in person or on the website or whatever, they're expensive as hell.
I have to beg to differ with the website, with eBay too. They are notorious for having the worst
Well, I'm just
customer
saying,
service.
it's just certain books that I bump into, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is a decent price, whatever. Who's the seller? My High. Oh shit, okay, fuck it. But the thing I don't like about My High, their shipping takes forever.
Well, I'm sure, and they think they can get away with it because they're Mile High, and their customer service, I hear, is horrendous. If you have a problem, forget it. I mean, just go look at their rating. They have like seriously like 1 million sales, and I don't know what their rating is now. It's like 98 or 99%. But when you have the amount of sales they have, for you to have a 98 or 99%, that is outrageously bad.
Yeah. All right. Nothing at My High, man.
Okay.
Let's
but here's another rant. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't have to do with Mile High. I think this has to do with Comic-Con, Terrificon, FOC lately. I am so disillusioned by new books right now. I just am. And the funny thing is, I had a couple people come up to me, from the community and say they're just not into comics right now at all. And one of them really kind of surprised me. But like looking over this FOC and reading these books, a lot of these books lately, there is just, especially at Marvel, it is just so bad. I'm sorry. It's so bad.
I can say honestly speaking, one of the reasons why to blame, one of the reasons, not the reason, but one of the reasons, these movies ain't really doing much, man. A lot of people with the spec game a couple years ago, who was specking? A lot of people were specking on things and what's gonna come up on shows, Mephisto and all this and all that, whatever. That shit is gone. Fucking shows suck, movies suck. Rarely that you get a good one. I feel like that's partially to blame.
No, yeah, I mean, I guess, but that's more to blame as to why a lot of people have fallen out of the hobby. And honestly, I don't care. I say, good, get the fuck out. I didn't want you here in the first place. Because I'm sorry. Like, I understand that, like, we all have, like, oh, well, collect how you want and collect, if you want to flip, then flip. If you're in it because you love books, then you love books. If you're in it, well, no, I'm sorry. Like, this is America and I have the right to disagree, and I disagree. I don't want people in this hobby that aren't in this for the love of it. I'm not saying you can't do those things inside of it, but you still have to have the love of it. You need to read, I'm sorry, or have read. You need to have the knowledge. I'm sorry. I don't want people just coming in here because, this is quick money. Get those people the fuck out of here.
I mean, we had that a lot happen over the couple of years because of COVID. A lot of people was just buying up books and flipping them and doing this and doing that.
And they ruined it for a lot of people.
They did.
And they did. They absolutely did. And now I'm glad they're gone. And hopefully they never come back. And let me tell you, I talked to quite a few people from obviously around the country, and a lot of stories, man, about people that have lost their entire fucking their savings, their houses, divorces. I'm not kidding you. Multiple ones that I know about. And let me tell you, it brings a smile to my face every fucking time.
Damn, why?
Because first of all, they're stupid. Because they over-leverage themselves. That's number one. Okay?
But you don't know people's how they...
I do. If you have lost your house, or if you have lost your family because of doing something stupid, you don't know how to smartly interact inside of this hobby.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't want to harshly say stupid, because we all make our mistakes here and there. Some way... like you said, like you mentioned some of the examples, but some of us make a little mistake. Even I make mistakes, what I'm saying? You make mistakes, but I don't want to say harshly.
I don't make mistakes.
Come on, when collecting, you haven't started, you started off knowing everything and knowing what to buy from number one, for day one.
Yeah, pretty much, because I'm not even kidding you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Listen, no doubt. You the man.
Yeah,
you the man.
Because I think before I do. Like, okay, like a lot of these guys who believe so much in Whatnot, and I'm not saying that as a knock on Whatnot. I'm saying that as a belief in themselves about, oh, it's so easy and everyone can do it, and see this one do it, that means I can do it. Oh, and then guess what? Now I'm gonna go to JPG and get fucking 6,000 exclusives, and I'm gonna tell them that it's easy money, and I'm gonna sell them all. But what the hell? I go to a show and I can't even sell 50, and now I'm stuck with 10 G's worth of fucking books that won't go anywhere. No shit. How could you not know that fucking Ninja Funk #1 is the biggest fucking turd ever?
I mean, that example is facts, though. But
that's so many examples. Anything, going off on a tangent here, but fucking anything attached to an exclusive. If you went into that trying to think you were going to make a lot of money and you weren't one of these big fucking stores or big players in the game, you deserve everything you got because you were trying to pimp the community too. That's another thing.
Yeah, I mean that's been around for the longest already, though, bro.
But I'm not going on that anymore. But what I'm saying is in relation to, and I'm sharing the screen, these books right now, as you'll see, just a bunch of recycled, rehashed items, no new ideas, just the same fucking shit.
There you go. All right.
And you'll see it when it comes to both titles in here and obviously second printings. Just we'll get into it. Right. Anyway,
starting off with DC, I see.
Yeah, it's been a slow summer.
Yeah, but for DC, it's been because of that fucking what is it, Night Terrors?
Yeah, but I'm talking about no Boom, no fucking Image either, and it's been like that for a couple of weeks.
All right.
So this is the Bat Cat War starts here. This is Chip Zdarsky, so this is probably just him needs to do something until he gets back on Batman. Crime is down in Gotham City. Could that be a bad thing? A coordinated effort in Gotham has led to a reduction in violent crime, but at what cost? Villains scatter as their lives begin to crumble under a new regime. And as Batman recovers from his epic battle through the multiverse and the horrors of night terrors, one name runs through his mind. One name at the heart of this new, safer Gotham, Catwoman. A conflict that's been brewing for well over a year finally hits the streets. And it will fracture the Bat family as war erupts. From best-selling writers Chip Zdarsky and Teeny Howard, and artist Mike Hawthorne and Adriano Di Benedetto comes the opening shot in the Gotham War.
All right. What is it? Miniseries, right?
$5.99. Yeah. No, it's a one shot.
It's a one shot. All right. I was about to say this is worth like being a small graphic novel, but if this is a one shot, then it is what it is. Seems interesting to read. I don't know. I still have hope for Zdarsky. I'm not saying he's gonna save Batman because the way he's been doing it recently, whatever. But I think he still has some decent stories in him, to write. So this is pretty cool. The Batman Catwoman. I really like the dynamic between those two characters, and see where they at, man. $5.99 though. Gotta be a thick book then. Okay. John Boy Maya cover is pretty cool, pretty dope. Otto from the Grotto for 3 Men in the Basement. Okay,
yeah, that's right.
All right.
Dude, I'm just not interested in mainline Batman right now. I'm not.
I mean, only incentive I like here is the one in 25. That's just my opinion. I like the silhouette of the bat signal, and
I'm sorry, Chip Zdarsky is going to have very little rope with me on the start of when Batman starts up again. I don't. Going off of the last stuff, I don't want him on anymore.
It's like how you are with Spider-Man. Like you kept on reading or whatever. I'm like that with Batman. I'm gonna keep reading it.
I want Tom Taylor on Batman.
That'd be really good.
Or I think it's here's another thing too. I think you're gonna start seeing this. Even the big writers right now, I don't think there's anybody in the comic game right now who is killing it. Nobody. Not any writer. Not your Snyders, not your JT3s. Nobody. The only one that I swear is, and most people aren't going to agree with this, is freaking Sean Murphy. That's the only book that I look forward to. And I think, don't be surprised if you see either James or Scott eventually come back to Batman.
Preferably more Scott Snyder. I like
Yeah.
to. I like to see that because we had my man what's his name Tinian. We had Tinian recently, so bring back the Snyder type. I know Snyder did the Justice League, New 52. I was not feeling that at all, but Batman would be a nice little a redo for him.
Did you ever read? It's not on this week. It's on. I think it's upcoming. Batman. It was from New 52, but it was the Batman Eternal run. Did you ever read that? You
I read
it?
the beginning. I didn't finish reading it, but I have the whole set. Pretty
was
good.
It good?
Yeah, it was
that
pretty
was
good.
Snyder also for a while, and it was also James for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've never read it. I've always wanted to. I never did, but I hear good things about it.
Yeah.
Night Terrors, Night's End. Thank God, that this is ending. And this came and went like a fart in the wind because I don't hear anyone talking about this. Not one person. Nobody. You?
No. No. I'm just
Exactly.
us.
What?
Just us talking about these books. I when it comes to these fucking main storylines, these like each like Marvel, Marvel has their shit, and DC have like these like intertwined fucking main story shit. I don't know. Recently, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not. They haven't been doing a good job, both Marvel and DC, when it comes to that. And this Night Terror shit, when it started, when Josh first mentioned it here, I knew it wasn't gonna be a hit. It wasn't. It's just I don't know why they keep doing it, or why they need to feel like they need to be doing it. But
I know why they do it. I'll tell you though, if I was in charge at either DC or Marvel, my first mandate would be no more fucking crossovers. No more crossovers. Or at least we ain't doing one. We ain't doing them like every 2 months. Maybe once a year. Maybe.
And only if it makes sense, right?
Right. Yeah. And that doesn't mean every fucking book. They do it because they think they're going to get bleed over. They're going to get crossover. They're going to be like, oh, I like this guy. I never read it. Let me read Green Lantern. Let me read, X-Men, whatever. I understand X-Men's not DC. I'm saying as a greater whole. By the way, this is not a blank cover D. I don't even know if a cover D actually exists. I'm only putting it there because it goes A, B, C, and then skips to E, and E is actually the 1 in 25. So I'm assuming there is a D. Also, not on Lunar, but listed on previews is a 1 in 250. I didn't put the picture up because the picture that's listed is this picture right here. So I don't know if it's a mistake.
Which one, cover A or cover B?
Yeah, no, cover A.
Cover A. Right.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. So it is a Howard Porter cover. They have it listed as, but they're using this cover, which this is Howard Porter. This is not Jimenez.
Okay, I was about to say,
yeah.
Right. I like that Deadman cover. That shit's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Kendrick Lim cover. Yeah, which Kendrick Lim is now. I don't know if this is new, but I've only seen it recently. I don't know if he's trying to go by this nickname that he's got, this Kunka, or I think it's Kunka, Kunkka. Nah, dude. I don't know if that's something new that you're trying to do, but go by your name, okay? We all know who you are. You're good. You're fucking very, very talented fucking artist.
Deadman cover. Not many dope Deadman covers.
Not many, and that is dope.
Yeah.
Deadman is such an underutilized character, too. Yo, in freaking Batman The Adventures Continues, I can't remember. No, yeah, it was the last season. They had such a good arc going with him, and they just ended it. Like, for no reason. ASM 33. Now, I am currently, I apologize, I have not read 2 weeks worth of books. So I have not read the last Spider-Man issue and the annual, which actually came out this week. So I can't rightfully speak on it. I know this has to do, this is going to be called Spider-Man's First Hunt. So he's going to be hunting Kraven.
Okay. And he's back in the black suit, which is fucking dope.
Yeah, I don't know why, though. So I don't know if that's already happened in one of these two
I
books.
guess it's more. I guess it's like more nostalgia, right? Because in the
He was in the
80s,
black hunt.
he
He
was
was
the
in the black suit during Craven's first hunt. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, man. I don't know who's doing interiors. Am McGinnis still or
No, Ramita back. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see how this goes. I like that little tribute, the little homage, Miss Marvel. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool Disney one. Oh, well, the Disney one now, the one in 100 is the one to get. That one in 25, Gleason is fire.
Dope. He's really good.
I'm gonna have to put that up on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, Gleason. So that's another underrated.
Yep.
Everybody knows him for the like the little fucking what's that fucking shit, that web,
The web where it's all web.
the symbiote
Yeah.
covers and shit. Yeah.
He's so much more talented than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Black Panther 4, Black Panther 3 not out yet. Like I've said before the last two times, very Batman. It feels very, very Batman-esque. Deathlock ends up showing up at the end of issue 2. I don't know how much longer I can continue on. I'm not really digging the art. I'm not gonna lie.
And Deathlock.
On the interior.
Never really understood that character, Deathlock.
Neither have I. First appearance though, fucking dope ass book, dope ass cover.
Yeah.
Don't really get the character though.
Shout out to Perez. Yeah, I when it comes back to the Black Panther, with the last what is it, volume, right? I can say that. Yeah, the last volume. We got the first appearance of what was the kid's name, man? I forgot the kid's name of the new Black Panther.
Tosin?
Yeah, Tosin. I was like a flash in the pan, right? Because it's like, where's he now? You know what I mean? What those 1 in 25 is doing? Nobody. I don't know.
You know what's funny? Because I actually thought about that the other day about looking them up. I'm sure people still want crazy money for them, but there's really no reason why.
Yeah, the spec game is just dead now, man. I'm telling you, man. The shows.
It's like I don't understand with Marvel. Like I understand you don't want to wear a character out. I get that, but there's certain times when you have to strike when the iron's hot when you didn't intend for something to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Spider-Boy thing, like, okay, I'm sure they knew that it would somewhat be hot, and that's why they're gonna do its own, story and why they've done him so much in the Spider-Man book. But it's another Spider character. You've either, I would say, mistakenly or unintentionally came across another character that organically grabbed the audience instantly. And you guys chose to do nothing with him. You guys chose to do nothing with him even inside that Black Panther series.
Yeah, but that's the thing I wanted to ask you too. Now that you mentioned Spider-Boy, like when Tosin came out, the 1 in 25 was off the fucking bat, like a hot. It was crazy, right? But when Spider-Boy came out, that 1 in 25, did it do what Tosin did? It didn't.
There wasn't a 1 in 25 for Spider-Boy. The original.
What the second print 1 in 25, right?
Yeah, nobody cared about that because they ruined it because it was a version of the variant cover.
Yeah. So, just curious to match them up compared.
Yeah, but it's missed opportunities, and honestly, I don't even know. I could be wrong, but if they did something with Tosin now, it would get some play, but I don't think it would get as much as it did.
Yeah, no, I agree.
As a matter of fact, I know it won't because that was during the tail end of COVID when people, not even the tail end, that was getting towards the back end of COVID. But like, put it this way, like Let was still in the game. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people still in the game then that would have grabbed onto that.
Yeah.
Captain America #1. I know we've talked about this a few times. Do we think that we're ever going to get back to a point where they only do one cover per book?
No. No.
Like,
sad. That's sad.
You can't, like, I refuse to believe that, and I'm not counting store exclusives or those kind of things because they have to pay for that. So obviously Marvel or DC will continue to do that. But when they do it themselves, you can't convince me that they actually make more money printing a zillion variants than they would just printing one. You know, maybe they make more money in terms of they sell more books, but how much more does it cost them to do all that? You know what I mean? I'm talking about the net gain. You can't convince me. There is no reason in hell that Captain America, #1, for like the 10th time, needs 12 covers or whatever it is. And I don't think any of them are really that good. This Gary Frank one is pretty good. And the Perez one is okay.
The A cover I like. I like it.
What, the fucking Hulk 1 homage?
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's pretty cool.
Now, I'm going to read this only because it's J. Michael Straczynski.
All right, let's just synopsis, man.
Okay. What future awaits the man out of time? Decades ago, Steve Rogers changed the world forever. Now, powerful and insidious forces are assembling to ensure he never does it again. Past, present, and future collide as the man out of time reckons with an existential threat, determined to set the world on a darker path at any cost. Esteemed creators J. Michael Straczynski, who did Thor and the Amazing Spider-Man, and Jesus Saiz, who's Punisher and Doctor Strange, embark on an exhilarating new journey for Captain America. I like J. Michael Straczynski, so I'm gonna give it a chance.
That Frank Miller is like, eesh. Whoa.
It's oof, but honestly, and there's another one coming up later.
It ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad for him.
Okay.
Okay. How about it's not Wolverine.
Yeah.
That Wolverine that he did recently.
That was bad. All right, let me see the next.
Or that Spider-Man. That was even worse.
I don't remember the Spider-Man one. But yeah, that Wolverine was bad. All right, let me see this one. Wow, believe it or not, the John Romita Jr. cover is pretty cool.
Okay, but what the fuck is going on with his boots?
He's always had those type of boots, though.
Okay, not like that though. Like, look at how skinny. Like, okay, look at it here, right? Like, these are like way too big.
I like the fonts. I like the fonts of Captain America.
Yep, I do too. Yep,
both of them too. I like them.
I actually kind of like the Michael Cho one too.
The Humberto Ramos is okay cover.
Yeah.
The Car Andrews, I think he OD'd a little bit on the chest, like on some Raw Life.
Right. Remember what's the funny Captain America one that fucking Liefeld did, where his chest is like fucking enormous, where boobs. Like his fucking dude, he has like riblets. His like abs have abs. His like armpits have abs.
Yeah, and that show, I like that show. You're right. That show's cool.
I actually don't even, other than the feet, the Romita one isn't that bad.
I like it.
It.
Gives me the old school Captain America from the 60s, 70s vibe. I like it. Now,
this is weird. Now, I don't know if, when I did this today, there was only a 1 in 100 shown. I can't believe that to be true. So there has to be probably a 1 in 25 at minimum. The trend lately with Marvel is they're doing 1 in 25s and 1 in 100 virgins. And that's it.
And all right. I want to clarify. I like Frank Miller. Frank Miller's run on the Dark Knight, Return of the Dark Knight, fucking dope. As a matter of fact, the Batman black and white statue of the Batman Returns, that shit is fucking sick. Dark Knight Returns is fucking dope. I want that one. But it's just like recently, it's just these covers that he's been doing is just like, why? Just let the man just like not draw anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, maybe he needs some money.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I take that back. You know what? I don't know man's situation, but yeah, I'm just not feeling him.
All right, and here continues the trend of let's do fucking a second print and a 1 in 25 version of the fucking original, either 1 in 25, which I think that's what this is, or one of the other variants. They are ruining so many things in one clip by doing this. You ruin the value of a second printing. There's no reason to have an incentive on a second printing. You ruin the value of the first incentive that you made into a virgin, or you ruin the value of the original variant that they copied. So they are doing so much damage by doing this, and they're doing it with everything. We need to stop supporting these people, and they need to knock it off.
Have you been reading this shit?
So I did not read issue 2 yet. I read issue 1, and issue 1 was not that bad.
Okay. All right, good. I like that. I like that.
I'm going off of the fact that Donny Cates shit was just that bad. So maybe it's it is bad. It's just not as bad as Donny Cates' Hulk.
Just the fact that Nick Klein is doing the 8 covers, right?
In the interiors, I believe.
And the interiors. Okay, all right, I'm digging it, man. I like Nick Klein. Nick Klein run on fucking Thor. Besides the writing, fucking awesome. Fucking dope.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he is doing the interiors.
Yeah. All right.
Silk number 5. I did not read Silk number 4 this week. This series was pointless. Cool idea, I guess, but pointless. No reason to talk about it. Yeah. This is another character. They need to. She's a semi-good character, but like I just don't think a series works for her, or they haven't found the right person to do it. They're just, I don't know. I feel like she's not serious enough. You know, like I feel like she should be a darker character, and she's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So many fucking problems with this. So many problems.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I'm not getting fooled again, like the Who said. Okay? I won't get fooled again because Silver Surfer Rebirth was not good. And I like Ron Lim and Friends. Ron Mars, excuse me. The title alone makes no sense. Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy. Well, how can there be a legacy if it's a rebirth? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I understand that you can break it down and maybe it makes sense. I think there is a huge thing in naming a book, and title means everything. And when you have a title that is too long, it's so off-putting to me, and like I just can't take it seriously. Mm-hmm. When you have a title that should technically have a double colon, doesn't work.
Yeah. I agree. I'm digging some of these covers. I'm digging them. Believe it or not, I'm digging the Ron Lim. I love that cover. That gives me the 80s vibe of Silver Surfer. That run he had. Frank Miller one. Josh was right.
It ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad.
Him. Yeah, for him.
For him. The John Sally Christopher, nothing wrong with it. I'm just a little bit tired of these negative variants. You know, pretty cool concept though. It's just, you know what it is? It's like, It's like, okay, another one.
Either him or they are trying to bring this back hard because these things are no longer his exclusives, and he's doing them on like every book now.
Yeah,
the Blade, this. There's been a couple others now. This 125 is pretty cool. Love Ryan Brown. Love me some Ryan Brown. But the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50 on Silver Surfer Rebirth were also very dope. And
didn't do nothing.
Nobody cares about them.
Yeah. But you know, nonetheless, if you got, we'll talk to my cover lovers. You know, if you out there love the covers, and you know what I'm saying, do you know what I'm saying? I like this. I love the Silver Surfer. I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. This is one I would consider buying it just for cover. But so sometimes, you know, you just gotta know when to pick and choose. And I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with this Rebirth Legacy #1. You might get something in there that might be a little key. No, okay, then no. Never mind. But dope cover.
If history says that, I mean, look at their run from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, in early 90s. There's nothing big that happens in any of them. That's just not what they do, you know.
What is it? Silver Surfer Rebirth. I'm gonna check what they're going for right now on eBay. Legacy, because you know, 1 in 25. 1 in 25. Let's see what it's going for. Yeah, it's going for 30. Yeah, is somebody going for 50? Yeah, you're going crazy, man. Yeah, so they range it from ratio to $50 basically.
Oh, here's another thing I want to say. You just brought up you just knocked something loose in my head, Mike. Fucking Golden Apple. Oh, well, you know what? We'll talk about it on this book.
Okay.
Spider-Gwen Annual #1.
Oof, wow, nice.
Light bulbs going off on Josh's head on this one. Or were, I should say.
Okay.
Now, this is weird because why is Spider-Gwen getting an annual when she has no actual book? Okay. So this is Ghost Spider versus White Fox. This is the whole contest of chaos shit that has to do with Agatha Harkness. But I'm not really sure why they would give Spider-Gwen her own annual when she has no book. But people love Spider-Gwen and people love White Fox. Like cult followings to them, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is you got Jae-Hyung Lee on the B cover. Anytime he does something with Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider, it's usually a money book. And it would have been had they not done a Virgin.
1 in 100. They fucking killed
Or vice versa. Just not did the variant cover and just made, like, why couldn't you have 3 covers? Like, make this the 1 in 25. Like, that's the other thing that, like, I understand why Marvel and DC don't care about the secondary market, but in a way they should. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to somewhat care about the secondary market, even though you don't really directly benefit from it, but you indirectly will. I like this. I really like this
really
cover.
nice. Yeah, that's a very to me that's my favorite cover of the FOC this week. Really gorgeous cover. I like that. Jay Young Lee knocked it out the park with that one. Other cover's not bad too. The Mirko Dolfo's not bad. You know, the Rico, not bad either too. So
I love Golden Apple. They asked $250 for 1 in 100s. Get fucked.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah. Ultimate Invasion #2, second print. Surprisingly, no 1 in 25, or at least when I did this, there wasn't. Now, I don't know if this is like a trifold, because that's an awfully big cover.
I think it is a trifold or landscape.
Yeah, I was thinking, but it's too big to be a landscape.
Yeah. I think it's a trifold. Yeah, we'll see.
And I haven't read the second one. The second one came out last week, and I still haven't read it. And this is what I'm talking about with, well, let's just fucking mix 2 things together and see what fucking sticks. Uncanny Spider-Man.
Wow.
Really? Wait a minute. Did they fucking take it down? They might have taken it down. They took it down.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, damn. I really wanted to talk about it too. Fuck.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when it comes out.
Yeah, it's actually Nightcrawler as Spider-Man. I dumb. Venom 23 second print. I don't remember if I read Venom 23, so I can't remember why it's getting a second print. But once again, version 1 in 25 of a variant from the first
they already did
print.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not digging it. I mean, I love the art.
Yeah, I love the art too. It's just
I don't respect it. Yeah. Next. Oh.
And that's it. We go to Lunar. Not much on Lunar, I'll tell you that right now. I have a feeling, everybody, that this is how it's going to be for the rest of the summer. Very, very slow summer this year. Action Comics. Yeah, that's a Barron's cover. That is fucking dope-ass cover.
Yeah. Barron's is just a fucking... I think it's, like I said, this is a modern day Frazetta for me. It's just the way he draws. It's just like, it's masterpieces, you know?
Dude, I'll tell you this. If I was NetherRealm Studios, I would lock him up. Because every time I see one of his shit books, it reminds me of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I don't know. I like to read this one. Doomsday book.
Perillo. Look at even the Puppeteer Lee one. He's also very, or I'm assuming it's he.
They're nice. Yeah. We talked about that already.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Homage to the Batman, right?
Yeah, this is a Batman Day. This is a hardcover variant Dust Jacket Special Edition. So this is Batman 89, number 1 through 6.
Yeah, the shit that came out last year.
Yeah, which was not good, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
This is another weird thing. Birds of Prey number 1, but it's cover E, so I don't know what's going on here. That has to be some sort of a like maybe this book is coming, but it's up here for. And this one is a gatefold. Yeah.
So I'm assuming the one that we saw too was a gatefold too.
Maybe, but that's a Marvel book.
Yeah.
This is all art, all this shit. So they already did a Harley one of these. So it's like all the best covers over the years. You know? I don't know why you would get this.
I don't know. I mean, people would like it. You know, people would artists, man. That Jeff Nichols crazy. I like the Babs Tar one, the one in 25.
Yeah,
That was cool.
the
I
Art one.
Yep. That was dope. Chloe, Sissy, okay. Alright, okay. We talked about that already. That man. Yeah. Ooh. Next, Crypto Kid. Um, Punch Up. Okay. Rick and Morty. Yeah, not much.
No,
No.
Super Sons Omnibus.
Damn, do they have enough for Omnibus?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Waller versus Wildstorm.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I started watching what is it, The Adventures of Superman or something like that on Max. Pretty good. I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's like anime style.
What is it?
I think it's The Adventures of Superman or something like that. I forgot what it is. It's on Max. Yeah, yeah, it's on Max. Pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
Wonder Woman facsimile, George Perez.
Damn. Rest in peace, man.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I like the way they DC homage that too. Certain covers that the Marvel did for George Perez, I just feel like it was just like, why is a little bit too much. It was like overload for me. Yeah. All right. But in previews,
World Tree number 5. Is anybody care about this book? All these writers that went over to Substack, they got to be I mean, I'm sure they don't regret it because of the money that they were paid, but like, I'm sure they're regretting it in terms of their books just aren't moving because they decided to leave Marvel or DC. And this is another fucking book that I forgot to pick up. I wanted to read Magneto number 1 that came out this week, and I wasn't able to grab it. I totally forgot about it.
interesting to read. Interesting. Some Moon Knight, some Rom facsimile, omnibus or whatever. Trade paperback, man.
Another one I don't get. I don't understand Rom.
Talked about Silver Surfer. What else? I see some Star Wars in the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
Dark Droids number 2. I thought Dark Droids was going to be a one shot, so.
Yeah. Okay, the Venom we talked about.
X-Men. I'd like to know their numbers on X-Men. Like what gets ordered for X-Men, if it's even a lot. I'd never hear anyone talk about X-Men. I don't really hear anyone in the comments saying like, hey, you guys never really... There was one person, but not more than one, say you don't really talk about X-Men.
What about indie books, right?
Yeah.
What about them? Shit. Like dust in the wind, bro.
That's it.
All right, well, there we go, guys. There we go.
3 minutes.
53 minutes, yeah. Definitely, man, guys. You already know, go to comicbookvets.com. Shout out to CBSI and all them guys over there. All right. Make sure you go watch them. Check out their website and stuff. What else we got, man? Warriors auction, I think it's Friday. Watch it Friday tonight, whatever. Every Friday. Just pay attention to the Warriors channel. For auctions, unboxings and stuff like that. We sent Josh a book. Well, did you get the books?
I didn't pick them up yet.
Oh, but they're over there, right? All right.
I don't know. I don't have the tracking. You're talking about the pressing stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't picked it up. I haven't looked yet.
Yeah, well, we got another set that we're gonna do. So I want you to take a look at my books. I want you to see what I picked or whatever. That's why I asked you. To see what what you think, whatever. And plus, I sent the Last of Us. What is it? Third printing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want you to look at that one. Or second printing. What the fuck is this? I think it's the third printing. And let me know what you think, even with the fucking color rub on the barcode, man. I know it's not gonna come back in 98.
Dude, CGC, speaking of, in my opinion, being real lenient on grades right now. Like real lenient. Yeah. I know a bunch of people where they've bumped them up in terms of no, like so they can charge them more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can get it to the next tier and then end up giving a better grade. Like for instance, I just did this kid's first Harley and first Miles. That first Miles had a corner crunch. I'm like, this is probably going to be an 8.5. And the Harley, I thought I might have been able to get it up to like a 9.2. Okay. The fucking Miles comes back a 9.2 with a corner crunch. The Harley comes back a 9.6.
What?
There's no way it's a 9.6.
All right. You want to hear the there's a second print, The Last of Us.
Okay.
The 4 books, because I think it was each of us is 4 books, right?
Do you have everyone's?
No, I don't have. Oh, do I have everyone's? I think I do have everyone's. Oh yeah, Big send it to me. Hold on. You want me to read everyone's?
Yeah.
I don't know whose shit is this, but there's Big's. First 4 books is Big's. Batman.
Is any of them Star Wars?
Alright. The first one is Batman 357, which is a good book.
Mm-hmm.
Good
That's
book.
Biggs?
Yeah, that's Big's. That's first Jason Todd guys, first Killer
Mhm.
Croc, whatever. And I saw it. Decent grade. Decent grade. I liked it. High grade. Not gonna say 9.69. No. But it's nice grade. Star Wars #1.
Which one?
That one, which Star Wars was that one? Yeah, I forgot, man. I forgot which one it is. Oh, there you go. We wrote it down. Is it Comic Exposure one? Don't know which one is that.
Okay.
Let me see. Caliber 3. Caliber Presents 3, which is the first Crow. #1. That one right there, it's still like a mid grade, bro. Like a mid to upper grade. Then Darth Vader #3. Dr. Afro. Which was I forgot where he got that book from. Next set of books was Fetty's. Is Batman Adventures Holiday Special with Mr. Freeze on the cover. That needs work. Just a heads up. That needs a nice press. And it's so hard because that's a thick book, you know. And the cover's so like thin, basically. So whatever. Spider-Man #7. Don't know which one. 2023. Oh, I guess it's Spider-Boy one. I guess.
Okay.
Sensitive variant. Spider-Man 2099 #1 for 92. There was a 9.6 because he cracked that one. He cracked that one down. I don't know if they wanted to tell the story, but whatever. It was a 9.6. We cracked it or whatever. After we cracked it, we did see like a little indentation, and that's a foil cover, so a little indentation. But I still don't see why they would give it a 9.6. You know what I mean? So we're curious to see why it came back in 9.6. So he wants to resubmit that. Spawn #1. I didn't see that book. I'm assuming it's a high grade. Then these are my books. We got The Last of Us, second printing, #1. I got Super Friends, #1 from 1976. Nice grade. It got to be in the 9s. But you know what it has though, Josh, and that's why I wanted you to look at my book. It has like a little bit of the green overspray on top.
Yeah, what is it again?
Super Friends, #1.
Okay.
So I don't know how they hit you on that, whatever. But the book looks fucking good. Looks good. All right. Transformers #1. This is the Obama, the change variant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. It's nice cover. Shout out to my man David Sick in the mint for the hookup. Then I have Gears of War #1. Yo, dude. Manny, and this is from Manny. Me and Manny did a trade or whatever. Dude, this has to come back in 9.8, bro. Has to.
Okay.
Because that's a thick cover. It's like a cardstock, right? And I needed a nice wipe down because like is a cardstock, and then like part of the book is like a semi gloss,
Yep.
whatever on it. So a nice little wipe down because I put my fat little oily fingers on that shit. Then these are Manny's books. You want to guess what he has on this one?
I can't even imagine.
No?
Is any of them a GI Joe or a wrestling book?
Yo, see, this is how you know your homies, man. So he has Sonic the Hedgehog #1. This is the first Sonic one, the first volume.
Okay.
Yellow cover, which is pretty good. I didn't see the grade of it, so I can't really say. I forgot it. He has a Voltron #1. That book went down
Big time.
Decent grade at that. He has a Batman 700, the Mike Mignola cover, the color one.
Why would you get that graded?
I don't know. The black and white is the one that you
Black
want.
and white one is now that's a different story.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get that shit off.
Wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. You're talking about the color, the 1 in 10.
Yes.
Yeah, the one with the red hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. That's fine. That's fine to get. Yeah,
but the black and white is the one to get to.
Yeah, it is, but both of them are not easy to get, either one of them. I thought you were just talking about the regular 700.
Yeah, no.
So bad. Ugh.
The Mike Mignola one.
It's 168.
Because I think the regular 8 cover, the 700 is a David Finch cover.
Yeah. I glossed over it. There's a second print to 700 also.
And G.I. Joe Real American Hero 244 variant cover. It's I forgot the name of the artist, but it's looked like a J. Scott Campbell cover or whatever. Pretty cool, pretty dope.
Wait a minute. Is that the one with the Baroness on it? That's a ratio that. Remember the one that we got from?
Not that book.
No.
Well, it's not that cover. I don't know if that's the same issue, but not the same book. Not the same cover. That's it. That's all we got there. So that's our CGC order. Stay tuned for that. I don't even know what's the turnaround time with these dudes. Should think it's 30 days, right? 30 days.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about sending in maybe a couple books myself, but I'm not sure. Not sure.
What, modern?
Yeah. Yep.
If you do that, let me know. I'll see if I could throw in 2 books with you. Because I want to slip in 2 books in this order, but
they wouldn't be. They'd be high value books.
Yeah, so they're not gonna work. My shit ain't gonna be.
I've got an ASM. I've got another raw ASM 300.
Really?
I've never said this before about any ASM 300 raw that I've had.
It ain't no motherfucking 98. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Dude, for real, I'm not counting on it because they never do it. But for real, I'm like, this might be a 9.8.
Wow. And that, if people know, that book is fucking tough.
For real. That would be my second 9.8.
Damn. How many of them you got in total?
6.
Damn. That's always a good book. It's a beautiful book to have hoarding, man. Like to have in the stash. It's just a beautiful cover too at that.
I have a 9.8, a 9.6, a 9.4, 2 9.2s, and then the raw one.
And yeah, I did a nice trade with Jay Salsa. I got a 9.4 for my son. Shout out to Jay Salsa, man. I've been doing like good trades with him for statues and books and stuff.
What? You know what I never had? A newsstand copy.
All of them direct?
Yeah. Never had a newsstand copy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't you trade some of your copies for like a newsstand?
Because I like having a lot of them.
Yeah, well, then eventually get a newsstand one then.
If it falls into my lap, I ain't paying for it.
Yo, you know what? Let's end this because I feel like it's too long. We'll talk after a bit. All right, guys. That's all we got, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Again, guys, go to comicbookvest.com. All that stuff, link description, all that, blah, 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 whatever. All right, guys. Peace, love, and hair grease. All right. Love y'all. Bye.